Hi everyone, I'm Andrea from Sunnyside Healing Arts in Toronto, and today's topic is self-criticism and self-judgment. The reason that I'm talking about this today is because earlier I went to go start my restorative yoga practice from home, and I noticed that I have a lot of heavy self-criticism and judgment related to my practice. The reason this seems to be so is because for about 20 years I had a really strong, powerful, and productive self-yoga practice. And then all of a sudden I developed a rotator cuff injury, and it stopped me from being able to do a lot of the yoga poses and classes that I really enjoyed doing over the years. So my body started to stiffen up and become less and less flexible, and as this happened, I started to develop a narrative that was pretty harsh, judgmental, critical. So, when I went to go do my yoga practice today, I'm saying like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I have to do a restorative class, and like, oh my goodness, I have to use blocks, and oh wow, that bolster, like I didn't need to use any of those props. What's wrong with me? I can't believe this has happened. Why did this happen? Etc., etc. And that is really unhealthy. When we start thinking thoughts like that and we start attached to the negative emotions that are involved with those, we throw our bodies into a stress response and we end up getting sicker and sicker, unhealthier and unhealthier. It doesn't help us in any way. So I have to take the time, and I want to take the time to explain that hey, there are ways that we can work with this. And so when I'm in that kind of self-criticism, it's really important just to be able to hear it. Instead of being judge and jury, how about I start being my friend? Okay, so you have a shoulder injury. That's your body talking to you. Something's going on that needs some healing. And then, wow, why is it that, that my body has become a little bit stiffer and less flexible over the years? Well, I've been through career change. I went back to grad school. I was busy developing the concept of integrative wellness counseling and figuring out who I am as a practitioner in a new field. And so that takes time and effort and energy, and maybe my body was having a little bit of a stress response at that time. So the worst thing that I can do is be really judgmental about myself and critical in the process. Instead, how about being kinder to myself? Like, yeah, wow, look at all the work that I've been doing over the past few years. Look at how my body is working with me to let me know how it's feeling and what it needs to heal. Thank you so much for restorative yoga and the fact that I was able to get props that help me to engage in it more effectively. Thank you for the bolster that's really easing child's pose for me right now. And how fortunate am I to have access to practice that is helping me to regain my flexibility and to feel better, and how lucky I am to be able to engage in movement that helps my body and mind ground and heal and feel good. So this is really important, and I hope this helps you for when you hear your inner critic or your inner judge come up and tell you what it thinks about what you're doing, that we really want to get used to hearing it, challenging it. Hey, is this true? And replacing it with something that's way more accurate and positive, right? My body is letting me know that something's going on, and as I work with my body, I'm also working with my thoughts that help the emotions and help me to feel better about myself, what I'm doing, and where I'm at. I hope this helps. All the best.